Okay, I missed my post yesterday because I did some printing stuff that the therapist asked me to do to try and see if I wanted to do it that way. But basically, what we're doing today is, or what we did, we're working resistance bands for balance and to help get my core where I stand up straighter. Basically, what they used was this. They put it through the door frame, closed the frame, then they were using the bands with these tubes that they have that comes off of, I think it's off of their some of their medical stuff. And then you pull back with that. This would be for short ones for a stronger resistance. They wanted to make one up for a longer resistance, so she asked me if I want to do it, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. So basically what we did, we made up a thing, I printed off this piece, which is, will go through the door, and then these are just some straps I had that they, for tie down on vehicles. So all you do is take and feed that through this, and then you feed this back through. If I didn't go backward with it, you pull that like that. Then what you basically do is you feed the resistance band through. Then I printed off these 3D handles to put on there to use for handles, and I'll get this set up, and then I'll show kind of what they wanted to do with it and how they wanted to use it. So here it is put together, got the handles on it and that. And then basically what you do is you take this, always make sure you do it on the side of the door that's closing, not on the other side where it's opening, because if your latch were to break, this would go, you would go flying. But basically you just put that in there, hold that like that, close your door, and that's not going to go anywhere. You can do over there if you just tie a knot and slide, you can slide it through there, but with this on you can't, so you got to do it on the door side. But then basically all they have me do is I stand up and I'm facing the door one time and I'm pulling back with it, with each arm, then I pull up, or both arms. Big thing is stand up straight, make sure it's more for my core to get that going. This is for a little bit, the other one be for more resistance. But you always want to make sure you got a chair behind you, something that you can catch on to in case you were to start going. But that's what we printed up yesterday. These are the exercises I got to do for this. But this is going to go nowhere. You're not going to ever pull that through that door. And that's all that. I mean, you could just tie a knot in something like this, but that right there makes sure that it's not going to pull through, and it gives you a thing to wrap it through, and that it works out pretty good, really. So that's what we're going to do on that. That was my big 3D print for yesterday. So, but that's where we're at right now in therapy. We're working on core, still working on knee, still trying to get this thing where it doesn't hurt as bad. So we'll just keep working at it.